Hello, everyone. I wonder if anybody up already. Want to come join me on live? Oh, well. Oh, someone is here. Who's there? I see a thumbs up. Hi. Hi, Roland. Welcome. Yeah. I turned up early at work for once in my life, so I decided to do a live. Just sitting here waiting. I'm supposed to go on duty at 11 o'clock. And it's now 19 after 9. Can you imagine? First, I early, so I just drop off my children at school, and I just never want to drive back home. So I decided just to sit here and say hello, everybody. Looking at Halifax. Let me show you what my view is. I'm sitting on the hospital compound where I work. Let me just flip the camera. There you go. So that's my view. I wonder how many of you work somewhere who have a beautiful view like this. You look goody? That's Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm sitting on the Dartmouth side of the harbor. Yeah. If you look all the way out under the bridge, like toward the right of the screen, you'll see one of the ferries making its way from Halifax to Dartmouth. And then somewhat toward the left top of the screen, I don't know if you can see like a mountain area behind the buildings. That's the Citadel Hill. And did you know Jamaicans were actually deported to Nova Scotia some time ago? Like, I don't remember what year, but it's ancient history. And those Jamaicans, they were Maroons. They helped to build that Citadel Hill. It's like a dome-shaped area where they have a lot of military equipment and things. It's like they've got tunnels in there, rooms, sections, whatever you call them, and they store military stuff there. Now it's just for ceremonies and stuff like that. You can actually take a tour of the place, but the Maroons helped to build that. So we have history. Nova Scotia and Jamaica has a lot of history together, or in common then. Yeah. So welcome everyone that decided to join me here. It's nice to see you. Hi, four-string strummer. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, it's so cold. Do you see the snow outside? Oh my gosh. I would not swim anywhere out here. And you know the funny thing about Canadians, they are very hardy, resilient people. Because I think it's January 1 each year, they have something called the polar bear dip. And with that frigid temperature, people actually put on swimwear and go jump into that sea. No man. My heart would just surrender immediately. I would have just get heart attack. Oh my gosh. No, that's not white sand. Oh my gosh. That's snow. We had a snowstorm yesterday. Our children didn't even go to school. So this morning before I came out to work, I had to shovel everything, clean my car off, and get ready for work. So that's why I'm so early actually, because I got up like 6 o'clock to get everything done. And with all of that activity so early in the morning, I just got really charged up. So everything got done right quickly. So I'm just sitting here now waiting. It's like the people in Jamaica, the sun down there is so hot, you know. I know, right, Roland? You can't get into this water at all. Not for love or money. Not even my foot. In the summertime, sometimes we go out fishing the other end of the like toward the left of Dartmouth here. They have a little fisherman's cove. And even though it's summer, it's like the water is so cold. I don't know. My children go in there, but I can't manage it. And even when we go to the beach, it's freezing all the time. I've never felt warm water in Canada when I go to the beach. But I'll dare it in the summertime, never in the winter. Not at all. I wouldn't even walk barefoot out here. I see my daughter go out in the snow barefoot. She take it for fun. I don't know how they do it. No, man. Yeah. But it's really beautiful. It's lovely. It's a fantastic view. See all across the Halifax Harbor there. And it stretches all the way down where you can see the McDonald Bridge. That's going back towards Bedford. Yeah. It's really nice though that we have some history with Nova Scotia. We meaning Jamaicans, or I could say it either way. We, because I'm Canadian too. So I'm a dual citizen. I'm Jamaican. So it's good that I was able to settle here. Nova Scotia is great, you know. And even now I'm doing immigration, and it's like my first choice for a place to settle. If someone asks me, it's Nova Scotia. Not that I've been everywhere in Canada, but because Nova Scotia has a beautiful spot in my heart. I can't see myself living anywhere else. And even friends I've had who have moved away, they still long for Nova Scotia. Some of them wish they never left, So it must be something special. I love it. It's lovely. Yeah. And I'm glad because even now it's Black History Month. That's what we call it in Jamaica, Black History Month. Here, what they call it? African Heritage Month. Same thing. But the Jamaican history is still different than the history here. These people have a lot of other intricacies involved in theirs than what we have. Ours is largely the slave trade, our ancestors being taken from Africa to work on plantations in Jamaica and so on. But these people have other people coming in from the US, for example, the Black loyalists, the Maroons who were deported. Can you imagine? Getting deported from Jamaica. Oh my gosh. They got deported to here, things like that. You know, it's a rich history. It's a lovely culture they have over here. It's quite vibrant. We have a lot of Jamaicans, and we have JCANS, the Jamaican Cultural Association, Nova Scotia, that help to preserve the probably the Caribbean African part of our heritage. So I like that part of it a lot. I like learning about the part that belongs to here as well, because I have a child who is from here. So I have to help her to preserve that part of history for herself, because hers is a little bit different from ours. And even my son, he would have a kind of hybrid culture because I'm teaching him what we knew from back home, and he'll learn what the history is from here. So somehow he's gonna become entangled with both aspects of it. Yeah. I'm glad today is just so beautiful though. It's like the Lord just decided to make up for all of this storming yesterday. Put out a bright, beautiful sunshine. All things bright and beautiful this morning. I'm loving it. Even though it's cold, I'm under heat here. Just like, in Jamaica, you have to be under the AC. Here I'm under the heat. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm seeing 4 bodies up here. I don't know who it is. I know Four Strings Drummer is there, Roland's World. I saw Diawo. Welcome. Who's the next person? Send me a shout out. Let me see a name come in. Because it doesn't stay on the screen. I'm using my phone. And I know some people missing this that would like to be here. They'll see it later. Just so you know, I remember you. Sister Gloria Morris. And Mr. Chin. Yeah. Oh, Doreen is here. I see you, Doreen. Respect you. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Diawo. Thank you for coming to join me here. Yeah. And I actually have a poem about Paul Bogle. I heard recently that they were using an image for a dry cleaner in the US. Thomas L. Jennings or something. And when I looked it up, I realized that the same image that we learned in school as a child, that was Paul Bogle. That's the same image they're using as Thomas L. Jennings. That was really very interesting. So I read a little about the guy. Like he invented dry cleaning, but I can't match that face to that story at all. I still have it as Paul Bogle, There was a Canadian woman who went to Jamaica some long time ago, and she married a Jamaican. I think she taught at UWI or somewhere like that. Her name was Alma Norman. She wrote a poem about Paul Bogle. It's called Ballad of 65. I don't know if any of you ever heard it, but I'll be glad to recite it for you, right? At least I think I remember it very well, so here goes. Ballad of 65 by Alma Norman. The roads are rocky and the hills are steep. The maca scratches and the gullies deep. Town is far, news travels slow, and the mountain men have far to go. Bogle took his cutlass at Stony Gut and looked at the small heap of food he'd got, and he shook his head, and his thoughts were sad. You can walk like a mule, but the crop's still bad. Bogle took his men and he led them down over the hills to Spanish Town. They chopped their way and made a track to the governor's house, but he sent them back. As they trudged home back to Stony Gut, Paul's spirit sank with each bush he took. He was thinking of the hungry St. Thomas men who were waiting for the message he'd bring to them. They could not believe that he would fail, and their anger rose when they heard his tale. And they told Paul Bogle of Morant Bay, and the poor man found there yesterday. Then Bogle thundered, "This thing is wrong. They think we're weak, but we hillmen strong. Rouse up yourselves, we'll march all night to the vestry house, and we'll claim our right." The Monday morning was tropic clear, as the men from Stony Gut drew near, clenching sticks in the farmer's hand to claim their rights in their native land. Oh, many mourned, and many were dead. That day when the vestry flames rose red, there was shooting and killing, and when it done, Paul Bogle and his men knew they had to run. They ran for the bush where they hoped to hide, but soldiers poured in from Kingston side. They took Paul Bogle to Morant Bay, where they hanged him high in the early day. Paul Bogle died, but his spirit talks. Anywhere in Jamaica where freedom walks, where brave men gather and courage thrills, as it did those days in St. Thomas Hills. So there, that's Ballad of 65 by Alma Norman. I just love poetry. I love the old poems. Not to you don't know my favorite already, my slow poems. But any poem really will do. It doesn't matter. Like, it can be about a bird or what's that? You two look nice in your pink uniform. Thanks, Julian. Big up yourself. I know say you're in the healthcare too, you know. I know say you're in the healthcare as well. So yeah, yeah, that's my oh boy. I work with the Nova Scotia Health Authority. I'm a care team assistant. That's like a nursing assistant. So I've had this job since 2016 June. And over the period of that time, I did school and everything. And I assisted people to come to Canada, things like that. So I thought, I can't charge anybody. I'm not licensed to. But I'm doing all this work, so might as well make it a career. So I went to school. Actually, I'm right next to Nova Scotia Community College. That's next to the hospital where I work. Let me just show you. I'll flip my camera. Oh, I'm showing you all of my palm there. Let me just flip my camera. So that's the Nova Scotia Community College side view. Yeah, that's where I went for 2 years of my life. And I studied library and information technology. Yeah, so I have all kinds of skills, right? Become like Jack. And then when I was finished at NSCC, I went directly into immigration consultation. It was an online program. So I was able to do it at a college in British Columbia. And I became an immigration consultant. So now I can help people to immigrate. Many of you know that already, just a repetition for you. But for those who never heard, I'm now an immigration consultant. But until my business picks up properly and stands on its own two legs, I'm being a CCA because I'll never run out of work, ever. Nova Scotia has an aging population. We always need people to care for the seniors here. And even if there were no seniors, people are always going to do some things that they will get sick about, you know? Like my granny would have say, it's not my granny. It's not my granny. I have a friend named Verna. Yeah. Well, anyway, you probably know Verna. She's like my mom. She would have say, people take them teeth, dig them grave. That means the things that we eat, the things that we're putting into our bodies, sometimes gives us some illnesses that we can do better. We don't have to be sick in those ways. But because of what we eat, we get sick, we die. So stop take your teeth, dig your grave, you understand? Me must sit up on the list too, but you see true, me know say me have to die one day regardless. Me not gonna really make them take the fun out of food for me. So I eat what I like. Yeah. You can tell, right? Yes. I don't mind. I don't mind my fat or fluff or whatever people want to call it. And that's a strange thing here too. Like I'll say to somebody, no, I'm not just fat. I'm morbidly obese. And they'll be like, no, don't say that about yourself. Like I said it. I don't care. I don't have a self-esteem issue here. It's just a fact. Oh my gosh. Yes, Narita, that them said, don't say that about yourself. But where I'm Jamaican, not just Canadian, I can embrace that. Because when we go to Jamaica, for example, one of the greetings people greet you with is fat, right? They'll say, wow, girl, look fat, you look good. Oh, you're just fat, so. It's a compliment somewhat in Jamaica, some parts of Jamaica at least. It's part of our culture. We embrace that. We don't really pursue thinness per se. It's a new thing where people will be all about the fitness and the gym, and it's people who have been exposed to other cultures like the European culture, people who travel widely and stuff like that. But usually nobody cares. If you are too thin in Jamaica, it could be a negative thing for you. Like, look how maga. She's I wonder if he have, you know the word they always call for, right? Oh my God. I'm not gonna say it. You gotta figure that one out for yourself. But if you're too thin, it can be seen as a negative. But here it's embraced. Like the thinner you are, the better it seems. But it really doesn't matter to me. So yeah, it's quite interesting how cultures can differ on the same subject. Oh wow. I wonder if anybody else at work. Is it just me? Diawo, you at work? Doreen, how about you? Trudes, you at work? Or is it just me? Still not ready to go in yet. It's 9:39. In Jamaica, if you're too small, it's like no work, you are going. Yes, in Jamaica, if you're too small, it's like you're going through a bad life. It's true. I've seen that many times, even when I was little. See somebody will look thin and immediately it was, why that person they must have, and they would name certain diseases that go with thinness. You know, it could never be that you're healthy. So that's my culture. That's what I grew up on, you know. Jord today. I don't know what that means. Jord. Um, if you could explain that would be great. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, the ferry is just passing over there, coming toward me. Um, can you see it? It's like to the left of the center, just crawling across the Atlantic Ocean right there. Yeah, I like to see the ferry. And there's one leaving from where I am right now. So where I am is called Woodside. So we have the Woodside ferries. And when you see that one coming from Halifax toward Woodside, one is leaving Woodside going to Halifax. So you might see them bypass each other. Let me position the camera so you'll see when they pass each other. It's a lovely sight. Even though, I don't know, I have a way of enjoying the simple things. It's a lovely sight to me, is what I should say. I don't know if you would find it so, but I'm sharing it anyway. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, this one is coming out of the woods right here behind the bush. And it's passing the other one now. I love to see them. Sometimes I just take the ferry to go get a boat ride across the harbor. Not that I need to take the ferry. I just like riding on it. And the kids love it too, so it's a fun experience for them. Just position this back this way again. Yeah, the rain. We need to do truths. You don't know my time already. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. We need to do a what, the rain? I'm waiting for the rest of your sentence to come in. Collaboration. Take the ferry over and then go to Citadel. Okay. You mean you and I would take the ferry and go to Citadel? That sounds interesting. We could go do a full tour of the place. You canvas one end, I do the other, and then we'd have the full thing. Because I've been in there on a tour before, but I couldn't do the entire thing properly. The crowd was too much. I think it was Canada Day. And Canada Day is on July 1. Yeah. August 1, we have Halifax's birthday, same day as Emancipation Day. So we usually have a big party in the Halifax Commons. But COVID just come and mess up everything. Boy, I tell you. The ferry, it's free on holidays. Yeah, but otherwise it's the same fee as the bus. I think it's like $2.75 for an adult, but children from 12 and under are free. So it's cheap because I have 3 kids that all fit within that free fare. So I'd only pay for myself like $3. And that ticket that I get to ride the ferry, can use it on the other side to take a bus to wherever I want to be. Plus, Woodside Ferry is actually better than the one down at Alderney, where you saw that first ferry going to, because I can actually park at the Woodside Ferry. They call it a park and ride. So you park for free and you take the ferry and the bus. I think it's a way to cut down on the driving, for people to choose a group traveling method over everyone being in an individual car just driving and polluting the air and stuff like that. But I don't have a lot of reason to go to Halifax, so I don't do that. And if I'm going to Halifax, usually I don't want to wait for a ferry, so I just drive anyway. So when I take the ferry, it's mostly for fun, recreation purpose for the kids, and make an afternoon out of it. Oh yes, Doreen, we can definitely do a collab. We just need to find the right day. Okay? Yeah. I don't even know when. Like for me, I'm always so busy doing something or other. I know I have this job and I have another job as a contract job. Plus I'm launching my business, Lived Immigration. All right, I know. It's Shernette Smith Immigration Services Incorporated. Lived Immigration is the name I wanted to use. And the slogan, because I've been where you are. I lived it. It was hard. And I thought, if I can help to ease the transition for someone else coming after me, I would. Which is why I really wanted to do this as well. So I was volunteering first, helping with settlement and documents, paperwork, things like that. I decided to make a career out of it. But even though I stated my case very well to use the business name Lived Immigration Incorporated, our licensing authority wouldn't allow it. They say it was too vague. So I backed off and used my personal name. And then now I just keep using the Lived Immigration stuff that I had before. I learned I couldn't use it, like my Gmail. If you want to reach out to me about any immigration related thing, it's lived'immigration@gmail.com. And I have a YouTube channel for my business as well. I'd set it up long ago, so I only have 2 videos over there right now. But in the future, I will become more populated with immigration related videos. I call that channel Lived Immigration, and it's all one word. It's easy to find. And I still use the slogan though, because I've been where you are. I know that everybody's situation is different, but if you have to go through a hardship to immigrate, I understand what that feels like. I had a hard struggle with that. Like, matter of fact, I realize now I never told you any of those stories. I should start telling you some of my stories. All the time I'm reading from the old books. I like doing that, but I have a lot of stories about my own self. Like when my daughter got denied entrance to Canada. She was 1 year, 11 months old. Can you imagine? And when I finally went to try to get her again, I got her visa in 1 day. And I didn't do a flag polling exercise, no. Went right to the embassy in Kingston, Jamaica. 1 day. I'll tell you about it sometime. Or I can tell you about how I got a free education in Canada. Yeah, I did. My education was completely free. Can tell you about that. Um, it's a lot of things I've been through here. I've been here for 10 years. December 2011 is when I came. And I think I've accomplished a lot. Like when I got here, I had three subjects, but they didn't understand them. So I had to do a GED, high school diploma here. I did that in 2012. Took me about 3 months. And that's what I used to upgrade. I upgraded from being a personal care worker. I did a personal care workers course in Jamaica through pre-UA, that contentious program that they had running down there, that so many people were trained and never got to Canada. Well, thank God I wasn't one of those people. I have friends who got left behind, never made it here, and it's really sad. But I thank God I made it, because overall, even though it was difficult, I think it was still worth it somewhat. Some parts of it were worth it. And it's still a better quality of life overall. Yeah. So, like, I left Jamaica basically uneducated, coming as a personal care worker. Now I've got 2 college diplomas. Didn't have to pay for any of those. I paid for them, but it was essentially free. I'll tell you about it on another video at another time. Okay? How I got a free education in Canada. I think I'll call it that. So look out for that one in the near future. And yeah, it's very interesting. I'm glad I came, and I'm glad I can help other people come here and settle. You know, I want to be the immigration consultant that knows how to just be upfront and honest, tell someone the truth. Don't just tell me, oh, I can help you to do this, that, or t'other, when you know there's no hope. Just tell me there's no hope, or tell me I need this thing. Let me go pursue it and come back. But don't act like you can help me. You take my money, and then I'm falling out of status. I'm going beyond a month of an order to leave Canada, for example. I've known people who the immigration consultant got their correspondence from IRCC, and they were instructed to leave because whatever they applied for was not approved. And the immigration consultant, because they were probably embarrassed, or I don't know what, because they see it as a failure or something. They don't want to communicate this to their client. So they kept quiet. After 30 days, that becomes a removal order. It's it's automatic deportation. First, it would have been a departure order. You must leave Canada. If 30 days passes, that departure order becomes a deportation order. If you're deported, it sort of bans you for life from coming back to Canada. You have to have compelling reasons why you have to come. And I've known people that has happened to because of immigration consultants. You know, it's sad the way many of them, and not just them, some of the lawyers too, they just take money from people. It's like after a while they have no conscience. And I just pray that I never get to that stage. I want to just tell people straight up from the first session, okay, if this is what you have, you need to do a lot more. You need to do this, and that. Or, oh, yes, you seem to have all your ducks lined up. We can apply for this and that. However, it's still no guarantee of acceptance because we cannot guarantee results. And that's what many of them are doing. They are telling people, oh, we can help you to do this thing. We are sure that we can get this thing for you because we have done it for other people. It doesn't matter. IRCC is the only authority. They are the ones who would determine your case. They are the ones who say yay or nay. No lawyer can do that. No immigration consultant can do that. Right? Yeah. So I just want to be that honest one. I don't want to meet one like I had when I came in, because that guy told me, you will get PR within 6 months. Leave your child behind. My daughter was a year and 11 months. I nursed her and left her at daycare. Got on a plane to Canada. He said, just start your job, get a few pay stubs, rent a place to live. When you show Canada that you have somewhere to live, you're getting paid, they'll give your child a visa to come. I believed every word. At that point, I'd never been outside of Jamaica. Never. I was the country come to town. The way I glad when I was coming to Canada, I couldn't stop sing. You know, me love sing already. Even my roommate that I lived with was tired of me today. All me singing the whole time. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. La 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 la. I don't know if it was my nerves or it was just the sheer joy that I had made it to where I could travel to Canada. I was so happy. I was singing. Yes, dear War. I was just singing and singing. Even in the airplane, I beg her, do give me the window. I want to see out there. I don't want to miss a thing. We go to the airport desk and I say, what do I do? This is the first time I'm traveling. What do I do? And the airport attendant was like, really, is the first time I'm traveling? I say, yes, what I must do. And she started telling me everything that I needed to do. And I was getting through all right. And my roommate that I was going to share with up here was saying, Shernet, you know, if you tell everybody, say I first, you had traveling, you know, because it was embarrassing her, but me never shame. Me like to talk the truth. So me tell them and me get through, and always she have some snacks because she done already. She was more like an Oliver. She travel very regular. So she never need no help. But me make sure, me tell them me never travel yet. What me fi do? So them tell me and I got through good and proper. And I came to Canada. I was so happy. Yeah. But after I came, hardly any work the first month. I was devastated. I was wondering what gonna happen to us. This place was so cold and it was so big. Like, honestly, when I looked at the sky, at the time I came, it was winter. So, you know, in Jamaica, how the sky is just surrounded, it's framed off by mountains on all sides. So it doesn't look really big. It's like every angle you look, you see the hills and the mountain ranges. So you just see a limited view of the sky, but the sky is bright and blue most of the times. If clouds are there, you can differentiate them from the sky. The sky is blue. The clouds are white and puffy. Come to Canada, it's winter. Me don't know nothing about this, you know. The whole thing is just a white mass. You don't see no shape of any clouds, which of course it was cloud cover, but I didn't know this. It looked so smooth. It just looked like the blue sky we have in Jamaica, only white. So I was like, oh my God, them sky white. And I was looking, living country bunking, you know, country come to town. I was like, the sky up here white. And look how it big. Because there were no mountains or anything to frame it off to reduce the size. It was just a wide expanse of sky as far as my eyes could see. And I was in awe. I was just, oh my gosh. Am I really in Canada? It's like I was in disbelief. I was suffering from shock or something. And that went on for a while until I discovered, oh, it was really cloud cover. Not to mention the first time I see sun. Let me tell you something. That first winter, I never saw the sun. Yes, truly, and I tell you, let me say, frightened, never have a clue. Because let me tell you how naive I was. My husband at the time used to do the farm work in Windsor, Ontario. So he would get to the Toronto Pearson Airport and drive 4 hours in a bus of farm workers to get to his farm. After we were married for 2 years, I'd only been with my husband for 8 months. And I thought, well, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's better if I live in Canada too, then we could go visit each other, during the days. He could come over on the weekends and stuff like that. Because I thought he had to live on the farm. So yeah, he would come home on the weekends. So then when I did my program for the personal care work, it was geared at coming to settle in Canada and have a family here in Canada with my husband. Now, the people that hired me, they came from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I heard that I could get permanent residency in 6 months in Nova Scotia. So of course, I want to go to Nova Scotia because my granny used to tell me, say, hag say, the first water you see, you have to wash in there. So while they had two programs, one was for the LPN and one was for the I think they call it PCA at that time, personal care attendant. The personal care attendant was a 6 month program. The LPN was a 2 year program. He said, no, sir, give me the 6 month one. Me just want to reach a Canada quick. Good thing. All the LPN them, they had a hard time. By the time them finished for reach up here, they had to fight hard for some of them to get here. But at least mine went through quick before the whole program collapsed. So I was here. But anyway, it's like, I don't even, what was the point I was trying to make with all of that, describing what I was studying and all of that. I don't even remember at this point. Anyway, oh yes, I remember now. So I came in, I got hired by someone from Halifax and I came over here. And I was so glad now we could be together as a family, blah, blah, blah. People, I got to Toronto Pearson and then I had to take another flight 2 hours from there to get to Halifax. And I didn't even realize it wasn't anywhere I could just go over to see my husband. I would have to fly 2 hours, then drive 4 hours to see him. I never have a clue about that. You understand? That was how naive I was. Never studied no geography. I don't know how big Canada is. I don't know anything about it. In my mind, I'm just thinking of Canada as another country. How Jamaica is a country. We can drive from Kingston, go to Montego Bay within a day. You understand? So I'm thinking, okay, if I'm in Canada, I'm going to drive over to where my husband is going to look for him. He's going to come home on the weekend and we'd be hunky-dory, you know? So, my dear, me never know a thing when me come here. So all them little things I describing, me now make up no story, true. So them go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. When you're coming in, sometimes it's really strange one. And then I remember the first morning when I woke up. I woke up probably around 9 because we got in after midnight. And because we were excited, we stayed up late. But when I woke up, me looking out the window and it still looked like night out there. And me I said, then I saw, did they take long for light to Canada? Because you know, if we daylight from all, 6 o'clock, the sun starts to come up. No, this is 9 o'clock and at night, me I look pan out a door. And me I say, hold on. Is this how long the night is in Canada? Never have a clue that it's because it's winter. The next thing too, I want to just show you. Oh my God. Like you see these trees, they line the road from the airport to the place where I was gonna live. So you see how they are bare. Of course, I'm coming from the airport and I see all these bare trees standing like sticks. I was like, so why Canada have so much dead tree? You mean say with all the riches what they have, they can't cut down the dead tree and plant some trees? I don't remember what I read in all kind of stories growing up. It's fall. The leaves fall off the trees in preparation for winter. So they are not dead. Never had a clue. And then when the spring came and they put on all the leaves so quickly, like I was just in awe of everything. I enjoyed every bit of it. My first year was very interesting and I was just speechless about a lot of stuff. But when my daughter got denied, that was heartbreaking and it kind of broke me at that point. And I started thinking, okay, what do I need to do? And then I proceeded to see how I could do those things to settle here. Yeah. There's a lot of things. And I was going to tell you too, I remember the first time I saw the sun after I came here. I mean, look how I see the bright sun like this. And I say, what? But sun hot out the door, man. And I took off outside. Look here now. You know, when the sun come out, it's actually more freezing than when the snow falling. It was so cold, I had to just do a rapid U-turn and blaze go back into the building. Because me run go out the things, say me I go feel what my brain associates with sunshine. But it was freezing cold. You know, I've experienced some temperatures in this country. Oh my goodness. I remember one day my car wouldn't drive up the hill to go to my house. Like, it just skidding, wouldn't go up the hill. But it wasn't far left, probably like 500 meters. And I had to come out of the car, take my baby in my arms, Saraya out. My son was just a baby at the time. So took Saraya out and we walked that 500 meters. And my baby, his cheeks got frostbitten because of it. That was how cold it was. Cheeks them hardened for a few weeks well before they repaired themselves and went back to normal. Yeah. Yeah, when it's sunny, we think it's hot. But I tell people now, when the sun is shining, just say the sun is shining. Nobody say sun hot, like when in the JA. No, sun not hot. I can feel it warm on me now because of the glass. The glass is being a good conductor right now for it. But if I open the door, I saw the cool air, I go just slap me. Yeah. Oh, my dear. It's very interesting, the experiences we have. Yeah. But overall, it was good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my dear. So now it's 5 after 10. I can actually wrap up and go find parking. And then I'll just go into the building. I work with seniors. I like seniors. They have a lot of stories to tell, and I love stories. Hi, Mia Molly, welcome. Oh my goodness. I'm just wrapping up to leave. I wish you had been here earlier. I was telling my little stories. Maybe you can rewind it and have a look at it later on. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna be telling some of my stories in the future. I put titles in this video, so you can look out for those. Yeah, but I'm actually at work. I came down early because we had a snowstorm yesterday and I had to get up really early to shovel my yard, shovel my car out of it. The wheels were buried. I had to shovel those off, clean the car off, warm up everything, and drive my children to school. So probably because I started so early, I got really, just felt energized. So I didn't want to go back home, go get all sleepy and feeling tired again. So I decided just to come to work and sit here. So let me just show you the view, Mia Molly, because you haven't seen it. I have a fantastic view. Look at that. Why is it, Trudy? You're amazed that I'm early. Oh my God. Yeah, man, me still there on Jamaica time. Yeah, that's the view I have from work. That's the Halifax Harbor on the other side. And it's just absolutely beautiful. So I was telling everybody about the Citadel back there and how the Maroons that were deported to Nova Scotia from Jamaica helped to build that. So you can go back and hear what I said about that. And I have a poem thrown in there for good measure. So of course, I know you will like to hear that. Yeah. I wish you had been here earlier. I didn't see Sister Gloria Morris or Mr. Chin either. They always come on my channel, you, Mia, and those two. I know that if nobody else look, you are there. Doreen, oh my goodness, we're not even going to talk about you. Diawo, straight. Truths, big up on yourself. I love all of you. I love it. Yeah. I'm so thankful for all of you. And I know you saw I got to the 1,000, but now I'm at 1,000 subscribers. Well, I'm a little above 1,000 subscribers. And I have all of you to thank for that. Hi, Tanisha. Yes, I live really close to the harbor. Actually, I live close to everything. When I came out here to live, a friend of mine said, it's like I chose the farthest place from civilization to go and live because Halifax is all the way over there, and they tend to think of Halifax as the big thing to be in now because it's the capital for Nova Scotia. But I wanted to be a little bit outside of the city. Would you know, when I came over here, NSCC, where I studied, is 5 minutes from my home. The hospital I work at, where they have the seniors mental health, is next door to NSCC, closer to my home by like a block. So I don't have any challenges. My place where we go swimming is like 12 minutes down the street. I can go fishing like 7 minutes the other way. Lots of playgrounds and parks all around the place for the children. Dog walking park down the street. Like, we have so many resources just around our area. Libraries, sports facilities, just walking trails, biking trails. It's all in this area. So I'm really glad I came to this area to live. It's totally fantastic. It's beautiful. And if we want Halifax, we can park, as I said, park down at the Woodside Ferry, park and ride there, jump on the ferry, go across the harbor. Same little ticket that I get from the ferry, use it to take a bus, explore anywhere over there, and come back. One night we were at home, bored, and I just took the three kids. Sometimes I just do some weird things like that. I just took the children, jump on the ferry, take a bus downtown Halifax, went to uptown Halifax, had burgers at Burger King. Then we came back out, take the bus back downtown, take the ferry across, and went back home. Just like that. Yes, Mia. I like the spontaneity sometimes. I don't just like to plan everything. I'm not good with planning and schedules and stuff like that. So yeah. Like, even I have to be responsible for my children. So I don't take permanent full-time jobs really. It's just now I find my eldest is old enough to babysit. She just turned 12. I don't know if you saw that video clip that I made on her birthday. The one that loves to climb everything, that one. So she can babysit her siblings now. So I can actually take longer shifts, or I can take a permanent full-time job now. But I haven't found one yet. I'm trying to do all kinds of things at once. Yeah, I just don't like sitting around idly. I'm always doing something. Always. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, thank all of you who came to join me on the live. And I'll be doing a few more of these because I was telling you I got to the 1,000 subscribers, and I have all of you to thank for that. That is my baby. She become 12. Oh, yes, Tanisha. That's your girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So now that I'm at the number that I can actually get this channel monetized, because yes, I can get monetized. However, I have not met the condition in terms of watch hours. So you're probably wondering, why do I have a river running through my channel right now and the rain falling in my channel right now? Believe me, it helps, because my son likes to listen to the rain to sleep. I do too. So we use the earbuds. I use this anyway. My son doesn't need it. I use this, and I listen to the rainfall. And somehow it tricks my mind into thinking I'm back in Jamaica, listening to the rain while falling asleep. And it helps me sleep very well. So I thought, if I could make a video like that, there we would be listening to my channel instead of someone else's channel, and that would boost my watch hours. And then I was sharing it with a friend of mine, and she was like, yes, it's a good idea, do that one. So I just took that as confirmation. So I made the river one after the rain one, but both of them are doing well in terms of watch hours. So I'm just trying to boost that so I get to 4,000, and then I'll be monetized. Oh well, it's interesting, this YouTube journey. Started out because I was locked down in coronavirus. I thought I need to do something. I can't just sit in the house every day not doing something. I just had the old storybooks there, and I thought, let me just start reading these. I usually read to my children, but then when I started reading and putting it on the YouTube, I realized they like listening to the YouTube more than me. So I was like, oh, great. Kill two birds with one stone. Yeah. So that's how it started. I just decided to call it Besami because reading stories is the best of me. Yeah. I love the patois. I love my culture. And now that I mentioned the patois, that was another thing. When I came to Canada, I had what you call standard English. You know, in Jamaica, people think you're Buto. If you are just a choppy patois, go, you know. So I prided myself on my ability to communicate in English, the Queen's English, right? But when I came to Canada, everywhere I went, people were speaking in their native tongue. I could not understand what they were saying, but everyone could understand me. I was talking to my husband, and everyone knew what I was saying because English is the common language where I live. And I thought, it not go so. Them a chatting or whatever them a chatting, I don't know what them a say. Me I go chat patois. I say, matter of fact, no just chat patois so you know, you have to chat patois quick. Because English in a patois too. You understand? So if you chat patois slowish, the people them know what you talk about. But when you chop it quick, some of the time them can't keep up. And that's so me start. Till now, me is a patois ambassador. No can talk patois better than me. You understand? Yeah. A patois me say straight. Well, in settings like this, you know, we still have to talk so that people around us can understand or there would be a barrier. But yeah, I love the patois. I love the culture. I love the Jamaican thing them. Yeah, man. Straight. So, for the final time, I say me not tell you no bye-bye again. I'm not going to say it one more time. So, anytime you see me gone, you don't know already how I go down. Yes, thank you, Tanisha. Thank you so much. You are a blessed lady yourself. God bless you. God bless all of uno. All of uno. Yeah, man, we have to bless up one another. And God don't tell you how you have to greet you one another. You always have to do a blessing, you know. He say, may God bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you. Yeah. See if face shine upon me there, just make this beautiful day because coming out to work, yesterday was a snowstorm and he knew I would love this. So it's me, him do it for you know. Him just make this day so beautiful for me. Me just special. God just love me. Yeah. Yeah, man. Straight. Anyway. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Know that I love you. And you're always on my mind. Even when it's not bye-bye, it's see you later. All right, sir. Bye-bye. See you later. Walk good. Mind maka juke you. I'm a slow version. Walk good. Walk good on your way and good up you walk with him. Now walk with not up you though. Sorry. Anyway. See you later. Big up on yourself. One love. Until next time. Bye-bye. Have a great day, Trudy. Bye-bye, Mia Molly. Peace out. Yeah. Respect.